Hey there, Energy family. It is Soulful Sight, and we are back with a love reading for July. This is for 2023, but you know what? If you see this at any other point in time, it was meant for you, so don't even worry about it. Take what sits with you, leave what doesn't. Let's go straight into it with our group number one, Sodalite. Group number one is Sodalite, known as the Logic Stone. Group number two today is going to be the lovely Turquoise. Lovely, lovely turquoise, known as a good calming and grounding stone. And of course, group number three is Smokey Quartz. Smokey Quartz is fantastic for stability and for grounding as well. So let's see what we have coming out of these. As always, the timestamps will be down below so you can go to your corresponding video. And thanks for watching. Let's see what we got. Okay, group number one, you chose Sodalite, which is called the Logic Stone, okay? The properties typically for Sodalite are going to help you clear your mind, okay? Kind of like fluorite where it gives you focus. Sodalite is a stone that helps to encourage rational thinking. It helps to encourage creativity, but using your analytical brain more than your heart. So what I was receiving for everybody picking group number one today is that y'all need to pull off those blinders. Y'all need to take those rose-colored glasses off and really, really look at your situations. Look at who you're dealing with. Look at why you're dealing with them. You know, it's the age-old, what would you tell you to do? If you were telling you about this situation, if you were telling you about this relationship, about this situationship, about this, whatever you want to call it, what advice would you give yourself if it wasn't you looking through it through this beautiful, lovely tint of things? The Sodalite represents for you guys the really needing to think about things, the really needing to process things past all of the fun stuff that we see. How many red flags are we ignoring? How many pink flags going red are we ignoring because of something that either feels really, really good in the moment, but feels really crappy 5 minutes later? Or because of fear. Because we're scared of various things, scared of being alone, scared of commitment. I feel like some of you are in relationships where it's easy because the other partner may be already in another relationship, or you may already be in another relationship, and you know it's not fulfilling on either side. So you've gotten into something that, you know, gives you all of those things that you're needing, that you're missing, but isn't permanent because you got other stuff going on. And that in itself is a fear response. That is, I don't want to have to commit to something. I don't want to have to go full out into something. So I'm going to dibble dabble and still kind of get what I need without having to go full out for it. And really, is that even fair to you? Is that fair to the person that you're with? You know, there's a lot of things that go with it. So this Sodalite for you guys this July is really about examination and really about you totally looking at everything, breaking it down piece by piece. You guys know I'm a list person. I will make a list all day long of different things to be able to look at. But for some of you guys, that's really, really necessary. And what I'm really feeling like is it's not the typical signs that are used to making those kinds of lists. This is more geared to those signs that wear their heart on their sleeve constantly, or are very strong, very sensual, very passionate, very sensitive, but on the exterior aren't as much. So this is for my Leos, this is for my Pisces, this is for my Scorpios, my Sagittarius, this is for my Cancers. You guys really easily can fall into that ethereal, euphoric, and completely ignore the rest of it. And now is not the time to do that. Now's the time to really value yourself more and what you bring to the table, and let go of that fear. Okay? I hope this helps someone. And if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and share if you think it can help someone else. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, group number two. You guys got Turquoise. Group number two got Turquoise, which is typically a calming stone, a grounding stone. It is a beautiful natural stone that's made of a lot of jewelry. So you see a lot of turquoise jewelry that really stands out and is gorgeous. And it's meant to be both beautiful and centering at the same time. which y'all are needing, because I feel like group number 2, y'all have been in the trenches. You and your persons, and I feel like this might be not just romantic relationship wise, this might also be non-romantic relationships, so very close friends, family, even like work partnerships, kind of things like that. Sometimes actually even with your children. Y'all been fighting. Y'all have stayed into it. And for some of you, this means you need space. For some of you, this means you need permanent space. For some of you, it's because you're feeling, actually for most of you, you're feeling that impending change coming. You're feeling like, okay, I know that there's some other stuff that needs to happen. I know there's some movement that needs to happen. I know that there's some shaking up that needs to happen. And both you and your partner or the other person in this scenario are both feeling it. So you're all kind of on edge. And for us, for us ladies, we can go, oh, it's hormonal. I know I'm near my time of the cycle. For some of the men, the same way. But really it is energetic, and it is because you guys are feeling on that precipice and you're feeling stifled and you're lashing out. You don't know what to do with it. So you guys are literally picking the smallest things to piss each other off about. And then to respond to. If this is a situation with yourself and your children, the kids are on summer break now, you're still having to work or still having to go about your daily business. So it's a lot of stress. And the kids actually really do feel it a lot more than we give them credit for, than we give them acknowledgement for, because just like we have an ending of something, they've had an end to that school year. They don't see their friends as much anymore. They finally released whatever was going on in that school year, what they were working on and things like that. And they're able to take a break while still having that both anxiety and anticipation for what's coming next. So I feel like everybody in this group, y'all are feeling it. Y'all are feeling the change that's on its way. Most of you are scared about it, or really anxious about it, or just don't know what else to do. But I would encourage you, especially now that we're coming to a full moon, I would encourage you to take a step back, look at everything, look at the change you may know is coming, or if you don't know that there's something coming, look at it as something is incoming, and let me prepare myself for it, so that you can get to a place that whenever the change happens, whatever the change is, you're okay, because you know it's for your greatest good anyway. If this is about a romantic relationship and it's you and your partner that have stayed into it, definitely take a step back. And I would encourage you and your partner to literally stop and think of one thing, non-physical thing, that you love about your partner. And it doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how silly it is. For example, my partner has the most fantastic brain. I love how he thinks. I love how he puts things together and processes so quickly with so many different ways. It's amazing to me. Things like that. Or my partner makes the best scrambled eggs. My partner makes the best pasta. My partner gives the best foot rubs. My partner has a big, huge heart. My partner just wants everyone to be happy. Something non-physical about your partner, because we can get caught up in the physical real quick. Let's keep it real. So let's suspend that part for a minute. Find something beautiful about your person. And literally when you think about that and that lets you smile as you're thinking about whatever that is, and it gives you beautiful memories, you'll start to notice yourself calming down and reminding yourself that there is absolutely beautiful qualities, and it's a good idea to stop and take a step back and really evaluate them. Okay. Hope this helped for someone. If you know someone that needs it, please share it. And see you soon. Okay, group number 3. Group number 3, you chose Smokey Quartz. Smokey Quartz. Okay, Smokey Quartz. Typically, well, one, it's a quartz, so it's going to boost things either way, right? But it typically stands for stability and grounding as well. And I'm feeling with a lot of you guys, you've been completely overwhelmed. You've been like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. There's so much negative energy. Everything is chaotic. Everything is moving around. It won't settle. And it's the needing of the stability. But for some of you, especially in your romantic relationships, there isn't stability because you haven't required it. One, either you're used to the chaos, and that's unfortunately how you've been taught to function, or you've been fine with the situationship to an extent, even though you've been wanting more, and you just haven't required the more. Most of the time out of fear of the rejection, most of the time out of fear of, well, maybe they don't want to, maybe any kind of thing like that. The only way that you're going to know and you're going to have it is if you open your mouth and you speak it. Point blank, period. Because at the end of the day, it is your happiness going forward. And for some of you, that stability is so, so, so necessary. I would definitely encourage you guys this full moon to let yourself calm down a bit, okay? Release some of these hard feelings of the negativity and really allow some of that cleansing to get in, and figure out if it is the stability with the person that you're actually wanting. Because I feel like some of you really do want that stability, but you also really don't. Like, you want it on the surface, you want it in name, but the actual idea of it, or what it all encompasses to you, you really haven't settled in yet. Like, you really don't know what it actually is supposed to look like, or it actually look like to you. You know what I mean? So you're wanting it in the name just because that helps with the reassurance, but not really knowing what it actually means. You know, does stability mean to you that you and this person get married? Does stability mean to you that you guys make a set schedule of how often you see each other, what you actually do, what a relationship means to you? Because I really feel like for some of you, stability means ironing everything out. And it's okay to not feel stable if you don't even know exactly what it is you want. So start by figuring that out first. Not necessarily having to do with, well, this is what I want from this person, but this is what I want, period. And it's okay for those things to be different than they used to be. It's okay for those things to change as, you know, the further you go along. Things will evolve as you do. It wouldn't hurt to ask your partner those same questions, because your partner might also not know what they want. And that also makes sense as to why they're not able to provide a certain amount of stability either. You know, there's a lot of different levels to this. So I would definitely encourage you to just calm down, to sit, really go over things, really think of things. But while you're doing it, enjoy the position that you're in. Enjoy all of the good things and the perks that are coming back and forth with it and that are flowing with it, because that definitely does something to you in terms of the acknowledgement and in terms of the stability, and you can build on it. Okay. So that's it for our love readings. If you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you know someone that could use it, please share. Take what sits with you, leave whatever doesn't, of course. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.